It's FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont, man. We back with another breaking news video. We got some news on LeBron James today. Before we get started with that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Again, we come with these breaking news videos multiple times a week, and when we drop breaking news videos, you want to make sure that you have that notification bell hit so you can receive those videos immediately. And today is one of those days for everybody that does have that notification bell clicked. This is definitely breaking news. Now there have been rumors about this particular issue, nothing confirmed, but an investigative team, IBN Sports, they've been doing a lot of research on this, man, and it's not looking too good as more details of the investigation start to get revealed. And it's looking like there are ties between LeBron James and Anthony Bosch, a known steroids dealer back when he played with the Miami Heat. Now these ties, again, this is the same guy. Now we got Anthony Bosch right here. This guy has already been convicted of peddling PEDs to athletes. Back in 2009, he had ties to Alex Rodriguez. We know that Alex Rodriguez faced a very lengthy suspension from Major League Baseball for his connections with steroids and PED usage. He's also had direct ties with Manny Ramirez. The famous Boston Red Sox player. I think Manny Ramirez also experienced a suspension from Major League Baseball as well for PEDs. And then more recently in Major League Baseball, Anthony Bosch has direct ties with Ryan Braun in 2011. Now, Ryan Braun did test positive for elevated levels of testosterone, and he did admit to Major League Baseball that he did have direct connections with Anthony Bosch, although he did state that his ties with Anthony Bosch were only in a consultant role. So he says that he only used Anthony Bosch as a consultant to discuss tainted or tampered steroid test. He felt that could be a problem, and he says that's why he reached out to Anthony Bosch. So again, he has his own story there. He's still denying the direct allegations to steroids, but he did test positive for elevated testosterone. Now, where these reports are stemming from as they connect to LeBron James, a former employee who worked for Anthony Bosch down in Miami, Florida, is coming out. And they're basically saying that there were wire transfers and there were products with the initials LJ. And many of the employees in this facility, some who just didn't want to mention their names, some of them have stated with 100% certainty that they know that these products were for LeBron James. Now, LeBron James was not the person going to pick these products up. The person who was actually picking these products up back when LeBron James played for Miami was somebody by the name of Mr. Paul. And we don't know if that's, a fictitious name or just a straw man name that was just used as a guise to pick these drugs up, knowing that they were illegal. But we do know that LeBron James' right-hand man is Rich Paul. So there is a connection, and we can understandably, you can see how people make that connection right there. But again, these reports only look to be getting stronger and more qualified based on witness testimony, as well as information that Anthony Bosch has also provided to this investigative team as well. So I really hope that this isn't true with regards to LeBron James, because again, a steroid connection could definitely taint this man's career. It could definitely have a large impact on how we view his accomplishments, and especially in this day and time where he's being considered one of the only players that can potentially catch Michael Jordan as the GOAT. And if these allegations were found to actually be true, everything that he's essentially accomplished or worked for in his career would be down the drain. He would probably lose a lot of sponsorships, a lot of money. NBA and some teams would probably come back for some of that money. So again, there are a lot of things that LeBron James has at stake with these possible allegations. And the one thing that we know about Anthony Bosch is that this guy is affiliated with steroids, and he's affiliated with high-level athletes here in the U.S. And not just only high-level athletes. And again, another thing that was also confirmed on this list, if we scroll down, and these are the same employees. But they actually are connecting Jameer Nelson to steroids, going as far as saying that they know with 100% certainty that he was purchasing the product, because Jameer Nelson actually came into the office directly for a consultation and submitted his payment in cash in person in the office. So you have a lot of eyewitnesses who specifically are calling out Jameer Nelson and the initials JN, directly connecting Jameer Nelson to steroids and potential steroid usage during his career in the NBA. So, what's going on with this particular situation is when these employees talk, they're found to be highly credible. They're found to be highly credible, not just based on the players that they're referring to, but a lot of the players that they're referring to, especially the baseball players, where we know steroid testing in Major League Baseball is extremely difficult to beat. All of the players that they're naming, this is not it shouldn't be a coincidence that a lot of these players that they're mentioning are also coming up positive for either steroids or performance-enhancing drugs in general. Again, when we look at these baseball players, Alex Rodriguez, Manny Ramirez, Ryan Braun, these are all players with direct connections to steroids because they've had positive tests in their careers. So again, this is something where this is still developing. It's still being investigated. The only thing that we can really hope for is that, someone is just making something up, or someone knows who the actual initials belong to and they're just putting it on LeBron James because it'll be a bigger headline or a bigger story. But again, there are a lot of people involved in this particular process, and we're not just talking about one employee or two employees. There's a long list of employees who worked for Anthony Bosch who are indicating that they are 100% certain that these products that were purchased, wire transfer, and were picked up by someone by the name of Mr. Paul, they are 100% certain that these products were going to LeBron James. And especially with LeBron James, man, when we see a guy who's 35 going on 36 in far superior shape than even some of the younger guys in the NBA, I want to believe that this is due to hard work, dedication in the gym, and things of that nature. That's what I want to believe, because I see how hard LeBron James works. He's had a clean career. Up until now, there haven't been a lot of wild and crazy allegations placed on his name that have really went public to tarnish his name or reputation. So in this particular case, because of LeBron James's reputation, not just reputation on the court, but reputation off the court, I think he has the benefit of the doubt. He has the benefit of the doubt until these people can come forward with clear-cut evidence that LeBron James has direct ties to PEDs. But again, I'm just bringing you guys the news. The news is that there are eyewitness testimonies, there is documentation, there are wire transfers that can all be traced. And, again, it's sad that people are looking to dig these types of things up. But when you're an athlete and you put yourself in that situation, it's tough. And even if we look at this last statement down here, it says, now, while there's not a 100% match of LeBron James to this supposed LJ, or there's no real proof if this Jessica is telling the truth, there is, however, enough evidence to at least raise some concerns. The NBA has a possible steroid problem, and Jameer Nelson and possibly LeBron James could be linked to it. And again, man, these will be some extremely damaging allegations if they're found to be true. And the one thing that you know about these investigative reporters, they're going to continue to dig and dig and dig and dig, not because they want to see right or wrong, because they want the big news story. They want to be the one that breaks this news. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see this story get elevated either on false information, if this story is not true, but we can also see this story get elevated if they continue to dig at the situation and they're able to uncover actual legitimate evidence and hard documentation that shows proof LeBron James has been using performance-enhancing drugs. So again, this is just some unfortunate news. But again, here at FYF Sports, man, it's not about our feelings, man. We try not to be biased towards any particular player, man. We respect the man's game, but when you have direct ties to Anthony Bosch, and you have all of these people coming forward, stating with 100% certainty that they believe that these drugs were going to you, LeBron James. They also have eyewitness testimony that PEDs were being sold to Jameer Nelson because he stupidly walked into the office and purchased them with cash himself. You know, these are the type of situations players put themselves in when they connect their name or themselves to shady people. And we know that Anthony Bosch has been known to be an extremely shady person with regards to PEDs for a long time. So again, we're just breaking this news story, man. If any more news develops on this particular issue, we'll definitely break it. But as it stands right now, the reports that are coming out are indicating that LeBron James and Jameer Nelson have direct ties to Anthony Bosch and his steroid lab in Florida. And it just looks as if only more breaking news is going to come out based on this situation and based on the investigation team that's relentlessly going after this particular topic. So I don't think these guys are going to stop until they have the full truth. And then what happens in these situations, and it's, again, this is unfortunate, but when these investigation teams use so many resources to go into some of these investigations, they're only looking for ways to find guilt, because guilt is what sells. Guilt is what's going to help them recuperate any money that they put into this investigation. They're not necessarily going to profit by looking into this particular matter and then saying, oh, we found no evidence of performance-enhancing drug usage with LeBron James. For them, that's not profitable. So either way, I feel that this is going to be a developing story. I really hope that it's not true, but again, we live in a day and age where anything can be true with regards to anybody. But it's been FYF Sports, been another great breaking news podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Again, by hitting that notification bell, you'll know exactly when these videos drop. You don't have to scroll through videos on your channel to find any specific topic. You just hit the notification bell when these videos drop. Again, our goal is to drop 2 videos a day. 2 videos a day, and I tell you right now, that's not easy, especially when I have a lot on my plate. I'm running other businesses, I'm doing other things, man. I'm trying to get these giveaways together, I'm trying to edit videos, you know. That is a lot on my plate. So again, we're working to grow, we're working to grind. All we ask is that you hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell, and we're definitely going to keep grinding. The first grind is to grind to 10K, but it's FYF Sports. Another great breaking news video, and we're out.